Hello guys, welcome back to my video. So today class, I'll be talking about the different Forex sessions. So guys, please make sure you like, you subscribe, you share, also comment on my video so that next time when I make new videos, you are going to be among the first person to be informed on what I'm saying in this my Forex class. So guys, let's get started. So guys, in my previous videos, I've spoken a lot about the different days and advisors for us to trade Forex. So today class, as earlier mentioned, I'm going to be focusing on the different Forex sessions. So guys, remember in Forex is simply a business that you really need to understand everything that's from the beginning to the end before you can be profitable in the Forex market. So guys, make sure you take a pen, you take a barrel, you take a book, you take these lectures as much as possible because you're gonna need this information to be able to become profitable in the Forex market. So guys, in the Forex market, we do have three major Forex sessions. So we do categorize them into three because we categorize them based on their liquidity, also based on the volume. That's based on how a lot of traders do trade in the Forex market, also based on how a lot of persons have been trading in the Forex market, also based on how the liquidity traders like the banks, like hedge funds are trading in the Forex market. So we're going to have three major Forex sessions. We're going to have the Asian session. We're also going to have the London or the European session. We're also going to have the North America or the New York session. Now, under the Asian session, we are going to have three subsessions under the Asian session. So under the Asian session, we are going to have the Australian or the Sydney session. We are also going to have the Japanese session or the Tokyo session. We are also going to have the New Zealand session. Because for now, I'm in Cameroon, and I'm going to be analyzing all of these Forex sessions by using GMT plus 1 because in Cameroon the time is GMT plus 1. So depending on where you can find yourself, so you can just adjust. So you can adjust your time using the GMT. So in Cameroon we do use a GMT plus 1. So in Cameroon, New Zealand session do operate from about, let me say, 12 a.m. to roughly about 7 a.m. in the morning. We also have the Sydney session do operate mostly from about 10 p.m. of every day, apart from weekends, till I think till 8 a.m. in the morning. We also have now the Tokyo session or the Japanese session, which is operating now from I think it's operating from 12 p.m. It's from 12 a.m. to 8 a.m. When you are trading Forex, you need to understand that the best time for you to trade Forex during the Asian session is when these Forex sessions are overlapping. Overlapping simply means that, for example, I've said the Australian session runs from the 10 p.m. to 7 a.m. The Tokyo session runs from 12 a.m. to 8 a.m. And also the New Zealand session also runs from 12 a.m. to also 8 a.m. So you need to understand that it's very important for you to trade Forex when all of these Forex markets are overlapping. When they overlap, it means that for example, if you want to actually trade the Asian session, it's advisable for you to trade from 1 a.m. to say about 4 a.m. because at this period, a lot of banks are trading, a lot of liquidity providers are actually trading. So the market is going to be moving. You're going to be having so many fundamentals like interest rate, like different economic factors, which actually moves the market. So that's the first session. So that, and we always refer to the as a low active session because the Asian session is not very active. Yeah, it's not active like other sessions compared. It's not active like the Tokyo. It's not active like the New York and also the European or the London session. The next session that I'm going to be talking about is the London session or the European session. Now the London session do operate from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. I said I'm using GMT plus 1 because where I am, we do use GMT plus 1. So you can adjust it now with your own zone. So meaning that at 8 a.m., a lot of transactions are going to be so active. So if you are trading Forex at that particular time, it means that you're actually doing a good job because let's say from 8 a.m. to about 11 a.m. And we're also going to have now the New York session or the North American session. So the North American session now the New York sessions represents the North American session, which runs from 1 p.m. to about 10 p.m. So you need to ask yourself now, within these sessions, which of the time is appropriate for us to be trading Forex? So you can discover that you can discover that the best time for us to be trading forex is when these forex sessions are actually overlapping. Like for example, when the London session and the European session, when the London session and the New York sessions do overlap, that's mostly from 1 p.m. to 5 p.m. So that's the time where you need to be trading forex. So guys, if you actually want to make a lot of money, like those are doing scalping, where you're going to be seeing huge market movement in the forex market, like by that time you can be trading pairs like Canadian dollar, US dollar a lot. So from 1 p.m. to say about 5 p.m., that's when the market is going to be very, very active, very, very volatile. The market is going to solve because you need the market to move. You need the market to move for you to actually make money in the forex market. So, in a nutshell, we can conclude that now, based on the Asian session, it's advisable for you to trade, say, when the markets are overlapping. And we have done our simple analysis, and we have all agreed that it's easier for you to trade in the Asian session from 1 a.m. to say 5 a.m. in the morning. Now, when you come now to the London session or the European session, it's also very, very advisable for you to trade from 8 a.m. in the morning to 11 a.m. in the morning. And we also talk about the New York session, where the market is very active, where the market is super active, because it's super active from 1 p.m. to 5 p.m. because that's when the London session is going to overlap with the New York session, making sure the market is so active, because most of the traders are there in the London session and also in the US session. That's the New York session. So guys, so you want to trade forex, it's very simple. It's advisable to trade in the Asian session from 1 a.m. to 4 a.m. or 5 a.m. Also now in the London session or European session from 8 a.m. to say 11 a.m. and also in the New York session or in the North American session from 1 p.m. to say 5 p.m. So guys, you got to understand, because if you don't understand when to trade, you are going to have a lot of difficulties in making money in the forex market. You're going to have a lot of difficulties in making money in the forex. So guys, thanks so much for this video. So make sure you view it, you subscribe, you share, you also comment on this my video, so that my next video, when I actually do my next video, you're going to be informed as fast as possible. So guys, so next video I'm going to be talking about the different days which are advisable for you to trade forex. Thanks so much, dear viewers.